Welcome to the Wild and Free with Anna Love podcast. I am your host, Anna Love. Wild and Free was born to inspire women to release old patterns that have kept them from living their best life. As a subconscious freedom specialist, I strive to reprogram and reframe generational trauma, not only in myself and the lives of my 3 daughters, but for those who are ready to transform anxiety, fear, and shame into authenticity, freedom, and love. Whether you are 20 years old or 70 years young, buckle up for raw and honest explorations in doing the work necessary so that you may shine your brightest light from your heart and onto the lives of others. Welcome to Wild and Free with Anna Love podcast. I am so happy to be here today, and we are going to be diving into confidence. And what is confidence? What is confidence not? How do we feel confident? And what does it look like in our life? And what can we get when we are confident? So let's dive in. This is so exciting. I just created a mini course that can be found inside my Facebook group, Radiant Voices Rising. And it does have 4 modules on the topic of today. So if you're looking to dive more into this, please do visit that course. And I would like to extend an offer. I am looking for people to do some hot seat coaching on my podcast. So if you feel like you would like a few minutes of coaching, please go ahead and get in touch with me on my Instagram at Heal with Anna Love, and we can see about setting you up with a quick interview first to make sure that we are a good fit, and then we'll go ahead and schedule you in. All right, so let's get going and talking about this confidence. So number 1, I used to think that you had to be born with confidence. I would look around and see confident women and say, oh, they were just born that way. And I've come to learn that that's not the truth. A lot of us are out there faking it because we don't have the slightest idea of what it looks like or how to be confident. And what I mean by that is we don't know what it looks like. Is there's true confidence that comes from the inside out of the knowing. And that's the things that we're going to talk about today. And then there's the confidence that we can pretend. We can pretend for a limited amount of time. And I don't know if you've ever done this where you've had a conversation with someone and they seem confident, but then if you were to look at them or catch their expression after you're done talking, all of that personality goes away. It was a false representation of confidence. So that's what I mean by fake confidence. A lot of times we're told to fake it till we make it. And why this is not a great thing to say, and I understand why it's being said. It's okay, let's psych ourselves up. And I often say, let's be the version of who we wish to be, but that's not faking it. That there's things that go into that equation that which we will get to in just a moment. Being the version of who you want to be has nothing to do with pretending to be a version of you, because when you are pretending and you are faking it, which is pretending, you are actually giving that vibration off to the universe, and the universe knows that you're faking it. Okay. So you might be able to fool someone at on a date, or someone that you're meeting, or even someone at the checkout counter that you're having a great time of it. But your actual energy underneath all of that will know the difference is different. All right. So this is why faking it doesn't work. And let's dive into, where does confidence come from, or the lack of confidence come from? So it's pretty simple. I talk about subconscious programming. I talk about the people who we were around who were our models. I talk about our habits, and they weave into basically everything that I talk about on this podcast, is so that we can become aware of certain things. And today happens to be, let's become aware of our lack of confidence and where did it first come from. Now, if you have family members who are not confident, that is obviously going to seep into your personality. That is going to become a piece of the fabric of who you are. And you can change that, though. That's what's good about it, is anything and any way that you've been programmed, you can, once you become aware of it and you have the tools, then you can reverse and change it into whatever it is that you want. So, lack of confidence, I want to change to being very confident. And how do we do that? Well, we have to deep dive into where did it first begin? I mean, this is, the basic things that I always talk about. If you are working with a coach, a mentor, a best friend, a therapist, what have you, and they are working within the subconscious realm, then it's simply you go back and you find out where's the first event of which this happened, and let's change it. Let's reframe it. Let's turn it around. So if you are listening to a voice and a loop that's in your mind and you are saying things like, I can't go live. I can't live on social media. I want to go live, but I can't go live. There's something in me that will not allow me to do that. Or if you're saying, I want to go to this networking event, but I can't do it. I want to go to this class and learn this new thing, or take Zumba, or go work out at the gym and use weights. But then there's something that comes in to block it. You have to look at that blocker as being the program. All right. And there's something that we're getting out of it. There's something that you're gaining, even though it's blocking you from getting what you want. Like if you say, oh, I want to go to the gym, but this voice comes in and makes it so I can't go to the gym. And you're like, what do you mean? What am I getting out of that? There is something on a subconscious level that's there to keep you safe. And what you're getting out of it, you have to look, what are the benefits of you not going to the gym? What are the benefits, right? Ask yourself, what are you getting out of this? And it's going to be something very deep seated. And it's going to be most likely around fear of doing something wrong, fear of being seen, fear of not being liked, fear of not being accepted. Something like that will most likely come up. Not saying those are the only four things that will happen, but we need to be able to look at it, find out, what is that voice saying? What is it preventing us from doing? Right? And then reprogram it. Guess what? You get to change it around. You get to say the opposite, and you can actually create not only the verbiage, like the sentence, I believe that I belong here. I know that I'll be successful. You can say it, but what's important is if you embody it. Okay. You have to feel it in your body, because just saying things is just like sprinkles on an ice cream cone of poop. Yes, I said poop. That is an analogy and a metaphor that I think is very expressive. And when you see it that way, you're realizing that when you say things, you're just putting sprinkles on something that needs like a deeper issue. All right. So yes, I was very graphic, but I think it gets the point across, and actually love that. I love that saying. So when you embody it, when you say, okay, what would it feel like in my body so that my mindset and my language and my body all line up? They are in alignment with my highest intention, which is to walk into that gym. I'm just going to roll with the gym example where we're going into lift weights. And what would it feel like to be in that gym lifting weights and not care what other people are thinking about? What if you could actually just set down that voice and set down that mindset and set down or let go of habit? Maybe you've been not going to the gym to lift weights for 10 years. Maybe all you ever do is go to the same class because it feels safe to go to this class. And you feel secure and you don't have to, push yourself in any way, but you don't really like the class anymore. You're just going to it to say you go to the gym. I'm just creating a story right now, but for an example, right? This may or may not apply to you, but if it doesn't, I want you to think of your own example of how you may be holding yourself back from living your highest self, just being free, right? This is a wild and free podcast. How are you living if you are not living wild and free? Now, letting go of the things that are holding you back is part of that freedom, at least in my vocabulary, in my world. So let's look at how we can embody it. And it starts, you can even sit when close your eyes and elicit the feeling and really put yourself inside the gym. Turn up the dials on all of your five senses, and then also let go of any thoughts that are coming in, any beliefs that you used to believe that were holding you back. Because when we separate ourselves from thought and belief, we are actually now truly free. Okay. We are being successful at the game of life, in my opinion, because we are not being dictated by old limiting beliefs. We are not running programs, right? That's a NLP term. We're not running any programs that were someone else's. It might have been your mom's, your grandmother's, your father's, your teachers, your friends, your siblings, on and on and on. You are actually living the truth of you. And if you want to go into the gym and you want to work out, just do it. Like, actually don't care. Okay. So that requires, though, for you to walk directly towards the fear. And when you do that, on the other side is, guess what? Confidence. Okay. That's on the other side. That's the gift. And life is full of challenges. And if confidence is the thing that you are striving for, the virtue, the way of being that you're striving for, you better bet that the universe is going to drop all kinds of opportunities for you to get that confidence. And for years and years and years, you've been having those opportunities dropped in front of you or dangled in front of you, and you've perhaps been ignoring them or running from them, avoiding them. Okay. So now is the time. If you're hearing my voice right now, now is actually the time for you to listen and to take action. All right. You wouldn't be hearing me talk, and the universe wouldn't have led you to me if it weren't for a purpose. And that's something that I really, truly believe in. So once you learn how to reprogram those negative loops that are going on in your mind, once you then realize how you can embody truly confidence from the inside out, all right, then you can start actually magnifying what it is that you want to come to you. Because when you are vibrating at this higher confident level, you are just going to start beaming. Like light beams are going to come out of your face. They're going to shoot out of you, your smile, your ears, your eyeballs, your skin. Everything is going to look different, look shinier, look happier, look inviting. And people are going to want to talk to you. They are going to want to be either in your presence. They are going to want to know how to get whatever they're seeing in you. Like, I've had people say to me, I don't know what it is, but I want what you have. I want your happy juice, your happy pill, whatever it is. And I make a joke that I give people the pill when they come and they see me for mentoring or coaching and all of that. I am giving them freedom in a pill form, but it's not really a pill form. Just kidding. Right. So, but you start to ooze magnetism. And guess what, guys? I was not confident for most of my life. And why? Because I was, modeling the people around me. And I was also making excuses. I was using my victimhood to create a story that, yeah, other people could have it, but I couldn't. That was one of my biggest limiting beliefs. Confidence was for other girls. They were able to have that because they had money and I didn't. They had status and I didn't. They had different friends and I didn't. They had a different job title and I didn't. They lived in a different neighborhood and I didn't. They had different opportunities. Like, do you understand that I could sit here for the next 6 hours and tell you all of my excuses that I used to make around why I was a victim and why I couldn't have certain things in my life, confidence just being one of them. All right. So I want that to set in while I take a sip of tea here. Really, that is the episode today, because I want you and I encourage you to go to my Facebook group. If you are a woman, you are going to be allowed in this Facebook group. This is a women's group. But if you are not a woman, then I am going to be offering this course inside my Life Design Hypnosis membership platform. And I'm eventually going to be creating a more robust confidence course. But right now, you can grab the mini course inside my group. And I really dive deeper into just these 4 little topics, these 4 bullet points that I talked about today. So if you enjoyed this, here is my one ask. If you are listening to this and if you loved it, if you liked it, please share it with someone else. Please like it, subscribe. I'm very excited to see that I'm getting 5-star reviews on my podcast, and hopefully this is growing an audience. And yeah, I'm just loving doing it. So let me know if you're interested in being a guest on a podcast, either to talk about your craft or your skill set, your, shine, whatever it is that you bring to the world, or if you'd like some hot tea coaching. I'm going to be opening up a session or 2 for that. And I'm really looking forward to that. So Take care for now, and I will talk to you soon. Ready to take the next step in designing a life you love? The Life Design Blueprint membership is your all access pass to exclusive tools, live guidance, and transformational support to help you move from self doubt to self worth. Building on the principles from the Design a Life That Lights You Up ebook, this membership is a deeper dive into creating a life that aligns with who you truly are. You will go beyond surface level self help with hypnotic techniques and live discussions that create real lasting change in your mindset and life. You will receive ongoing support from me and connect with a community of like minded women on a similar journey. Each week, I deliver an empowering hypnosis which offers a unique way of working with your subconscious to reframe limiting beliefs, elevate self worth, and reinforce positive habits. All of our sessions will be recorded and added to our on demand library for easy access to members. Join me by clicking the link below, and I'll see you on the inside. Well, thank you so much for tuning into Wild and Free with Anna Love and being a part of this magical journey with me. If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe and share with someone you love, even someone you just like. Bonus points if you leave a review. Show notes below gives you everything that you'll need to know, and I'll see you next time. So long for now.